It is late past the midnight hour, and Eva is outside with Paulo. This is her married lover, but Midas has no clue. But they have been drinking, so they have wandered too far in the neighborhood and have gotten too close to Midas's home. But Midas could not sleep this night, so he wandered outside and he saw Eva kissing Paulo. He did not know that Eva lived with Paulo when she told him that she was between homes. He did not know that Paulo was married to Nina Caliente. He also did not know that Eva had multiple children. What Midas could see, he could not cope with, so he was singing and dancing and wandering into a world of his own while watching Eva cheat blatantly on him. Now, he knew they had an arrangement, but this was not a part of their agreement. Midas was sad. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another Fairy Tale Adventures. This is a Midas King story. So, if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. I am starting off the episode with, you will never believe it, Miriam, you saw Maxwell, and you see Dirk over here eating. So, we have had another time jump, if you cannot tell, which I'm sure you can, because the twins are now teenagers. This is our oldest twin, Maria. She's wearing glasses now. You can tell that both of the girls are absolutely beautiful. Now, Dirk is supposed to be fixing the toilet. Little Dylan, who is now a member of our family, when you last saw us, I do believe that Goldie was pregnant, and Dylan is getting a milestone, and his sister, Maria, is right here to catch it. He is sitting up like a big boy, and they are all coming through cheering. Goldie is like, yeah, I would cheer, except the baby stinks. So Goldie is now gonna cheer, but she's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, the time jump. There's been some time that has passed, obviously. Goldie has had little Dylan. We named him Dylan because it's kind of in the D name category with Dirk, right? You see, Dirk is over here living his best life, and Maxwell is here. Maxwell called us yesterday. Maxwell said he's gonna come and stay over and help with the baby, Dylan. He's wanting to get to know Dylan too. In his mind, Dylan is his grandchild too. Now, Dirk doesn't. Oh no, Dylan. It's okay, baby. Yeah, in his mind, Dirk doesn't have his parents anymore. Goldie is not going to be a woman alone. You know, Maxwell walked her down the aisle after she divorced his son. So let me put this into context if you're new here. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just get so angry that I don't know what to do. I think you should talk it through with someone, just like you're doing now. Goldie's going to give her a second win just in case she wants to stay up and talk to her some more, and that'll help her energy. But yes, Maxwell King is actually Goldie's ex-husband, Midas King's father. After she left Midas, who is an actor, everything he touches turns to gold in the acting career, but not in his marriage. Obviously. After she left him in Del Sol Valley in his golden mansion on the hill, she moved to Chestnut Ridge, which is exactly where her father-in-law lived. And so he's not exactly next door, but he's really close by. He's been a steady presence in the girls' lives. She just appreciates him so much. Goldie is going to come over. She wants to influence Maria to eat, but I think she would just say, hey, maybe you should make a group meal and try cooking, and I can mentor you. But honey, Maxwell is usually a good cook, but he's having some troubles. Maria is going to come over. She's thinking about what she wants to cook. She's going to be cooking, and her grandpa's cooking, but food goes fast here. Goldie has a shop called Better Than Gold. It's a play on words, obviously. It's something that she struggled with Midas. Midas wanted Goldie to even wear gold all the time. And in hindsight, she really thinks him finally marrying her because he kept her waiting a long time. She thinks that her name Goldie even played a part in it. Crazy things have been happening with Midas, as you've seen. She made excellent grilled cheese, and how proud are we of her? We are very proud. Anyway, she's gonna sit down and eat. Our baby is asleep, probably on the floor somewhere. Maxwell is here to help out. When Dylan was a baby, he didn't want to bother Goldie, but now that he has aged up, he immediately called. He actually called one of the twins and said, hey, let your mom know that I'm gonna be over and I'm gonna be helping with that baby. Goldie is looking good, so she is going to change clothes. Also, this is Maxwell's horse Rascal, so when Maxwell comes over, so does his horse. And Midas is calling. And this is really what I want to get into, guys, because so much time has gone by and the girls have not heard from Midas. I feel like he's trying to reach out now. It's a fire. Y'all, I played them off camera to get them here. And when I say there was not one fire, and then as soon as I come back for y'all, boom, fires everywhere. And I think these are the baby's blocks. Wait, is that? No, those are the baby's blocks. Yeah, I can't. Let me get her sister over here. It is Tuesday. Are they going to school? What is up? I guess they go to school tomorrow. So I'm going to actually have her come clean the floor and then sleep. Oh, the baby's outside because I think Dirk ran him to safety. Dirk is going to practice standing with him while they're out here. But yeah, let's talk about the girls. They had not heard from Midas. Midas had not changed much from what you had seen, where he was just super obsessed with his career, even though he was a global phenomenon, even though he got his start on the Walk of Fame. It was never enough, right? So let me have Goldie open and then we can put some more rugs down. Goldie spends all her money on rugs. Not an unscrupulous friend is asking for our teenager's number, honey. Goldie's intervening like, no, sir. All right, this will work. You know, every time we get a rug, we just get a new rug. But yeah, Midas had been completely out of touch. I do think that him reaching out means something. I'm going to have our girl try to build something with him. She also wants to play an instrument. Dirk, he's bought her one, so now he's going to give it to her as a gift. And he got this Smooth Strummer 3000. Dirk knows that Midas is a really good guitar player. They don't have the room for a piano right now, so he thought maybe he should get her something that maybe they can connect on. So this is something else strange that has been happening. Midas has been calling Dirk all the time. And Goldie's just staring at her man. And I want to show you, they are still so much in love. Sometimes you can just catch them like this. I mean, wow, look at how they look at each other. So Goldie's going to go open up Better Than Gold because I think it's enough stuff here. Maxwell is going to help out, but also one of her best friends, Monica, works for her. Dirk, he could try to get a baby his first foods. We'll just try applesauce. And Maria is going to come go to sleep. She's feeling quite tense. That's after talking to her father. Monica showed up in one of her uniforms. Maybe we should change her clothes into the winter version of the outfit. She doesn't too much like this outfit, but we got a pink theme going here. Banter with our old friend. We should have customers at any moment. I see some coming now. She's gonna come over and start welcoming people. Dirk is gonna come out here since the baby is asleep and make a video. Well, he needs to upload this one first. Dirk quit his tech job and he gets job offers all the time now because of his fame level, even if they don't match him. But he quit because he really wanted to be there for Goldie. He also didn't want to be not contributing to the household. But she's gonna welcome them. If the rain stops, then she will go ahead and do some classes because they usually start outside and then migrate inside so that they can learn what they need to learn. Dirk is gonna be tired when he finishes, so Goldie will try to grab the mail. We're gonna ask this guy about his hobbies and skills. She's like, do you like to work out or what? Because I just do cooking classes here. And he's like, oh no, I don't want to work out, but I don't want to do cooking classes either. Monica's making food. Now this is what I was talking about. They really need to lock the fridge down at this point so that the people will buy stuff. Goldie is going to try swaying Asim to buy this. Let's try Hillary. I don't know if she's gonna buy it. Oh, it stopped raining. Goldie's just working her magic, and you can see the house gets chaotic when Goldie is doing her thing. I'm gonna schedule Dirk to just kind of shower and sleep. Dirk is doing a video on infant toys. Infant toys are us. This is a little bit harder with the horse in the way. I think she actually swayed him to buy. Goldie wants another child, and I just can't see that happening. That 8 serving sold for 633 simoleons. Let's start a class, and we're gonna do a gourmet cooking class at $720 a participant. We had a clearance day last time off camera, and I mean, we had the steepest clearance discount you could have. Now Goldie is charging 100% markup today. We'll do a clearance another day. She is going to keep lecturing. There's definitely going to be some people that listen, but she's going to stop lecturing. She's going to come on in and she is going to mentor. And we've got Raj here. He's come all the way from San Machino. She is telling him exactly what he needs to do to make this gourmet salad. He should be making a caprese salad. We'll see how this comes out. We want to give Monica a bonus too, so we will try to do that. After we do the mentoring, we're just at a bronze, so we really want to get to gold. Now they want to watch Goldie cook, so she's going to come come over and cook a Monte Cristo sandwich. She needs to make a elaborate meal. We really need more counter space. Someone called and asked Goldie to donate, but we actually let Dirk do the donations. She's gonna cook, and you're gonna see some people are gonna come over, and they are gonna take notes. And this is how it goes here. Goldie is showing them exactly what to do. I don't know if she's a voodoo queen or what, honey, but Goldie is in her element. She's like, wait, what did you put on that sandwich? And we're gonna finish this because the people will come and waste food, but you see how much these classes are going per person, so it's not something that we worry the most about. Goldie finished that, so we are at silver medal. I also think that we could hire a repair service. Wait, is that the baby? They think our baby stinks? His dad is fully rested, so we're gonna come pick up Dylan and change his diaper. So yeah, I'm so sorry, I was talking about Midas. As you saw in the beginning of the episode, Midas called Eva cheating. Of course, their relationship was highly performative, to say the least, but this is the thing, they had an understanding. She was outside of his house, lit, kissing this other guy, but here is the catch. The other guy, Midas found out she actually lived with him. Midas has started to want a child, and I know this is crazy. If we could just discuss this. She's discussing with him over her shoulder, who he's a chef, but he just hasn't done many gourmet dish classes. So she's got one, and she's gonna talk to this guy about it. Okay, we just now got it, guys, and I mean, we just got it. So let's go ahead and cook this. It's 8 p.m. I'm actually gonna send Miriam to jog to clear her mind. It's not just Midas bothering her, she's also very introverted, so this crowd is driving her crazy. That's Maria. Miriam is in the shower, so she's absolutely going to wake her brother up when she finishes. Goldie is still talking to people. Let's talk our goals this episode. So Maria has asked Goldie if Midas could come over. Midas actually has started calling Dirk a couple months ago. No, horse, you can't be in the house, honey. I don't want to lock the door and then the horse is stuck inside. I have to wait till the horse leaves and lock the door. Midas is supposed to come over tomorrow. Also, Dirk is wanting to take the family on a vacation soon. Don't worry, this isn't the same vacation he's been wanting to take them on. No, it's different. Dirk doesn't work. What does he do? He makes videos and lets them trend. He's getting royalties and a good amount off of these videos. Dirk didn't like the world of fame, but he had to admit that it was absolutely something he could cash in on. That's what he decided it would be best to do. It's been able to take care of this family, and Goldie makes plenty of money. Dirk does too. Midas does still financially help with the girls even when he hasn't been the most available. So what we think we're gonna do is just invite him over for dinner. Goldie is always gonna try to be civil, but Midas does hate Goldie. Like I said, he calls Dirk all the time. Y'all, I think Dirk keeps getting abducted by aliens. I forgot to tell y'all this. I think he got abducted again, y'all. I just don't want him to come back pregnant. I just don't want that. And this is not the first time. I don't know if his ex-husband was an alien. I don't know where he first came in contact with aliens, but they come and get him. This is, I think, the third time it happened twice off camera. So after this, Goldie is gonna go and close the business. Oh, you know what? She can sway to buy. So let's try this one more time. And we do want to meet the new customer before we send people out. Did they buy the cake? No. Okay, we're gonna go close, and I'm gonna get Maria to come and help Dylan try some more baby food. Oh my gosh, Dirk is back. Y'all know people are about to faint out here, but also they're like, oh, Dirk is abducted. She made $7,312. She's got excellent quality, and they want her to lower the prices, which the next time we open, we will do a sale day at 25% off of all services and the entry fee. Honey, you might be having a child if your husband keep getting abducted. Oh, we forgot to give Monica a bonus. He's scared of the dark, and I think the stars are beautiful. Our biggest goal is to see Midas come and spend time with the girls for the first time in a long time. Miriam had really stopped reaching out to him at all, but Maria was still reaching out to Midas. Miriam really clings to Maxwell, her grandpa, but her relationship hasn't fallen all the way with Midas either. Did Dirk give our girl her guitar? No. Okay, Dirk needs to give her a gift now. He's over here trying to feed the baby, but what I want is for Miriam to feed the baby. What happened? I'm gonna let our girl come out here and practice on her new guitar that her stepfather Dirk just gave her. It'd be great if Midas could mentor her. Look at Maxwell feeding the baby. Dirk is gonna try to clean up. Dirk has a buff for an unappreciated gift. He tried to get something nice, but some things just don't seem to be appreciated. I don't know what Maria has going on. Dirk is gonna come over and give Dylan a bubble bath because this is the day that Midas is gonna come over. Midas is actually met Dylan. He didn't like Dylan. He didn't like the idea of Goldie having another baby. Girl, get get out this guitar sounding a mess. Yeah, she likes guitar, but is she good at guitar? Absolutely not. Everybody is just well rested, I believe, and we're just waiting for this dinner party. I think Goldie would probably try to cook something that would be impressive. Her and Dirk are just kind of cleaning up. Maxwell actually cooked some butter chicken as well. Dirk is talking to her, and he's like, "You aren't nervous, are you, Goldie, about Midas coming over? You know he's been calling me." Goldie is laughing. She's like, "Midas doesn't make me nervous." But Goldie always wants to put her best foot forward. I also think that this is a way for Goldie to show Midas that, hey, I'm living a simple life, but I'm happy. Whereas he hasn't been. Oh, the baby stinks. Miriam's gonna come and change the baby. I don't know what happened to the cake. No, Goldie was cooking that cake. I have no clue where it went. Also, dinner is really lunch. That's when Midas is gonna be coming over. Oh my gosh, Maria discovers she likes handiness. Goldie's actually out on a jog. She's gonna come back and get a shower and cook another cake because we've no clue where the cake went. Dirk is out here tending to Rascal. He really does like the animals. Maria's spotlight is fading. They're at school now, so they'll be home any minute now. And as soon as they get home, we're gonna have this dinner we've been talking about. I'm watching Goldie this time, y'all, because that cake better. There it is. Boom. Oh, it looks wonderful. Oh, our baby went to sleep. Dirk is got Goldie, and they're just kind of kicked back in bed, watching some videos just to be calm. Even though Goldie says she was not worked up, Dirk feels differently. He feels like she is a little bit nervous, and maybe he's right. You know, he knows her. He's just wanting to get her to chill out, relax. So they're just cuddle up, really enjoying this time. Dirk is thinking to this he'll probably take a nap, but I don't know. The more he's curled up with Goldie, the more he thinks that he might not be napping. Yeah, that nap is going out the window. He's like, man, look how prim and proper she looks. He just thinks she is so fine regardless of what she wears. On the flip side, she's like, woo, he is one handsome man. They have decided to get their woohoo life on. Dirk is just going to try to get a quick nap. The baby's up, but Maxwell has given him a bath. Maxwell is going to try to feed the baby, but I want to show y'all something. I want to show you how close Maxwell is to little Dylan. Look, 100%. This is Dylan's grandpa. He doesn't care about a blood relation. He's a baby. He just knows who's there for him. And he's like, I don't want that. But his grandpa is like, you gotta taste it and try it first. So Goldie is going to sleep. They're gonna both get a little nap in. He's like, Maxwell, help. This is Dirk's ex, the one that tricked him into thinking he was an adult. Goldie's gonna get up and pick the baby up. The girls will be home any minute now. And Goldie wants to change clothes. But Goldie wants to practice standing with the baby. Then she does want to change clothes and just put some makeup on. Cassandra asked her on a date. Sure. Cassandra's been talking about finding love. Maxwell has been calling when he's not here Dirk a lot, talking to him about dating. He's been dating a lot of different women, which I'm just happy to see him, you know, living his best life. Miriam lost her celebrity level. Midas should be over at any point now. Maxwell, we are not doing the language of the dead, honey. Goldie's gonna go just freshen up her makeup. Dirk is gonna get the baby, then he's gonna change clothes. He's here in disguise, and the first person who's gonna greet him is gonna be Maria, and she's gonna be like, can I hug you? And he's like, yeah, you can hug me. He's immediately going into these dramatics, and you see that Miriam is just like, oh, okay. She's like, you want something to eat? Here's the lamb. Goldie's gonna add the secret spice. Goldie's gonna tell everybody to come eat whatever they want to eat. They're gonna all come outside. This is a day we have not thought that we would see anytime soon. You can see Goldie brought it with the bronze eyeshadow and the dark red lip. She's gonna try to small talk Midas by asking him about his day. His dad is here, and he's kind of shocked to see his dad staying with them right now. His dad actually tried to move in, but he's being friendly enough. Work is always a safe topic, but the girls did not come and sit. I'm gonna get them to come over and sit down. Midas told Dirk, I'm still a silver screen icon, unlike you. Goldie's like, yeah, how's the food? Because she just doesn't want any drama whatsoever. Our baby's asleep, by the way. Maxwell is talking to Midas. He's like, I haven't seen you in a while. Maxwell doesn't know what else to say. Midas and Eva came to Maxwell's house and woohoo in his bed for immediate attention. It happened off camera, and Maxwell was shocked, to say the least. Anyway, our girl is sitting here, Maria. Now, Miriam always wants a little less to do with Midas. Maria is gonna enthuse about guitar solos, and you can see Miriam's like, girl, are you for real? well, dad comes around when he feels like it. And it's so true. One thing is, Miriam is younger, but she is holding on to those memories of Goldie taking them to see Midas, Midas rejecting them. You saw that in an episode. They just were not a priority. She's just going to ask about community because there's not much else she would want to talk to him about. Maria is getting sleepy. She's going to get a plate and come back and sit. And look how she's walking. I don't think it's going as well as she wants it to. Of course, Goldie is going to try to encourage them, but Midas is like, well, I got to run. Dirk is going to cut away to try to catch Midas because he doesn't want him to leave. And he's like, hey, man, maybe you should stay. I can understand if you're scared, but you should stay. He's yelling at the daughter, and Maxwell is immediately like, don't yell at my granddaughter, because Miriam, she does not like that Midas is acting. She's like, you might be at the top of the crab barrel at your job, but don't come over here. And they got a difficult dynamic. She's like, don't come over here talking like you know us. She's just gonna tell him, if you don't want to be around, fine, I can be independent of you. Goldie's kind of watching on because Dirk has given Goldie the signal like, you take the baby and I got this, babe. And you see him, he's like, I got this. I'm not gonna let him be mean to the girls. I want to allow it. Maria didn't know what was going on, and Miriam demanded her independence. Miriam is actually feeling protective of her mom. Maria came in and was like, will you be my mentor? Her sister's like, he's out here being a butthole to me, but he's like, sure, I'll be your mentor, but he was leaving. But Maria doesn't know any of that. She was not out here, and her sister doesn't want to taint her with it. I think she would be like, hey, come up to the treehouse, and that's exactly where she's going. She's gonna follow, and they're gonna go up and talk because this has just been their haven. I think she's gonna spread a rumor. This is a nasty rumor, but this is really what she heard about her dad, and guess what? It's true. She's like, I know Eva was cheating on dad, Miriam, and I know she was using him for his money. She's like, no, that's not all. They were both acting, and it turns out that Eva was living with a married couple and their children, and she had 4 children. They were not living with her. She left her children, and she's like, you mean she left her own kids? Eva left her kids. She's like, I didn't know Eva had kids. And she's like, yeah, she has them. And she's like, what? She's like, my mind is spinning. I mean, I don't feel good, but my mind is spinning too. She's like, yeah, she has 3 or 4, and she left them at home. She moved in with a woman, her husband, because she's in love with Paulo, who is a husband of Nina Caliente. That's right. And she's like, what? How do you know this? Maria, I read the tabloids, but not only that, she's like, you can't believe tabloids. You can't. How do you know a tabloid is real, Miriam? And Miriam's shaking her head because that's a good point. But Miriam is saying, honey, I went and I talked to the Caliente children. They go to the other high school. Her mind is blown. Well, dad's going to be my mentor for guitar now, and I'm kind of happy about that. And I just want to get to know him. And she's like, look, I don't want to rain on your parade, but he was trying to leave while you were in the house. He's over here because Eva made him look like a fool. And this is where we're going to leave the episode. Look at Miriam dropping hot tea, honey. Next episode, we're going to be focusing a little more on the twins. We will definitely spend some time at Midas's house to see what's really going on. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. And until next episode, remember, keep swimming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye-bye.